40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
He's not critical about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Lands in the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. They just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
The Niners at 5-6 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 23-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance again. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. These two teams all tied after one. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From midfield, here's Tua. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Tua now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That good for 19 and a 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Lance. It's hauled in by Shepard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Bananas Ayuk complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Lance now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Let's go. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Another catch there for Waddle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready up. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
On the move to his left. And Green with a catch left side. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. To try again after the sack.
Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Watch out for Hill on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Lance. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and very short, Lance. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA
these sports.
Come on, set.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Right two. Watch it. Sit.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a play fake. Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Boy, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Mostert. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Okay, right.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And this one's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down, here's an option right. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion, the tight end. Tua going to run again. A pitch back.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One final try now for Lance.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.